Hey, what's happening, my fellow YouTubers? Welcome back to my channel. Glory to God. I was having an issue with my JO pump, and I had to contact Pat, my buddy, to figure out exactly how can I fix this situation, but it became clear why I wasn't calibrating correctly. So I had to figure out something, and I had to think quick, because with it not properly dosing, it was creating an issue. So I came up with a quick fix. That's right. Took one of my kids' crayon, broke it and fixed it. Now you're looking at my new fish that I added onto the tank. This is one of my favorite fish, Flame Hawk. Flame Hawk have to be my number one fish. I had two in the past and they died. And the reason, what really caused the death was my son pulled a whole container of fish food inside of the tank when he was younger. So it polluted the water, it killed it. And the other thing is that I had rocks cycling, and I thought they was done cycling, and I added it to the tank and it killed some of my fish. It was some really rookie issues that I created. But now I added him to the tank, he loving it, and he's looking good. But as you can see, I added some more fish to the tank as well. Green chromuses I added to the tank, and I wasn't planning of getting them, but I figured why not. I know my buddy Billy had some issues in the past, but I did not think I would have the exact same issues, because the simple fact that I have wrasses in the tank that will handle them if they try to get out of hand. Yes, and also my clownfish, Whitney and Bobby, they would not handle it likely if these fish try to attack them. I figured why not? Why not add them to the tank? They're colorful, they look good under the blues, and they're very active. So I purchased 3 of the green chromuses, 2 of them swimming actively, but there's one that stays in the bottom of the tank. Don't know the reason why, but it just sits in the bottom. I guess he's getting bullied and figured, you know what, let me just stay low. But the cleaner wrasse, I added 5 cleaner wrasse to the tank as well, but 3 made it, 2 of them passed on, and you know, it worked out pretty good because it was on sale for $4.99 at Petco. But as you can see in my sump, I had to add a bully in there. I could not take when my tank have bullies in there. So Scopus Tang had to go in the sump, and the reason why is because he was causing too much drama inside the main display. I have my yellow tang that was in there first. Then once I added him, you know, the yellow tang kind of act up a little bit, I should say. And, you know, I figured it wasn't, you know, that bad because it was just a small amount of aggression inside of the tank. But he started to beat the living heck out of my yellow tang. I'm talking about nearly killing him. The yellow tang was on his way out, and I've never seen it like that before. You know, them guys would chase each other around, but not beat senseless to that degree. And the reason I was able to scoop him out the tank without breaking everything down, of taking the rocks out and, you know, breaking the whole tank down, is because he was attacking the yellow tank so much that every time, you know, I had the net in the water, he swam up to attack the yellow tang. I was able to scoop him out and put him in a sump. So I'm just looking now to somebody I could give it away to, or bring it back to the LFS for some store credit. All right, this is a moment when these guys think it's time to eat, but I literally just fed you guys about 5 minutes ago. I don't know if you guys can see it in the bottom of the right, the green chromus hides in that corner. When food hit the sand bed, he eats. But for some reason, he do not swim up at all. He stay low down, so I figured he gotta be getting bullied by the other ones, by some other fish in the tank. But hey, you gotta find a way to survive. These guys really think it's feeding time. Before I was with the corals inside the tank, everything is looking nice. Everything is looking colored up. I can't complain about that. The AP700s, I really love these lights. They're amazing. But I don't know if you guys can see it up close. The Flame Hawk is hiding behind that coral. and somewhere around there. I don't know if y'all can see. It's not like a shadow pretty much. But for as with par, I don't have a number for par inside my tank. But one thing that I did notice, when I add SPS on the sand bed, they open up and they're doing pretty good. I didn't want this guy to attach to the rock because it was just growing too much, so I have it on the sand bed. I'm planning of fragging it, cutting a few pieces, keeping 2 pieces for myself, make some trade-off at the LFS with the acro. But on the sand bed, they're opening up. I guess they're getting enough light, so that's great. My lights, I only run them for about 65 to 70%. I don't have them going all the way up, but with 65 and 70, it works out. It spreads out great. And please guys, wait till the end of this video. I made a drive-by stop to one of the reefers' house, and I definitely want to show off his tank and how amazing it looked. So please wait so you guys can get a video clip that the YouTuber himself did not record of his tank, but I wanted to really show it out and how amazing his tank really looked in person. So please guys, just give me a few more minutes, wait to the end. I usually don't make videos this long, but I have a lot of updates and a lot of things that's going on that I wanted to keep you guys up to date with. But I have one more video I have to put out for the end of the year. So just give me a moment, hang out and chill out. These type of socks I love for Christmas. Filter socks. A lot of people don't like using them, but I like using these guys. I mean, you wash them, you let them air dry, and you use them again. You know, so by having enough, it definitely counts. The tank you're looking at is my Elder Tiffany tank. It's one of the tanks that I maintained for one of the elders at the church. Really amazing woman, great woman of God. But with the tank, everything is good. I do a water change once a month. They have the AI Prime, but I think I have to lower it a bit down, you know, because some of the corals are stretching out, so definitely need more lighting. But everything in this tank is okay and it's pretty good. But the issue came up when my elder went to LFS and got excited and decided to add more fish. Now by adding more fish, created, you know, phosphates to go up and nitrates to go up and everything to go up. So now I got to keep my eye on it. So I put some media in the back to absorb some of the things, you know, with the phosphates and everything like that. But to try to see if we could get it under control. That will be less algae growing on the rocks and on the sand bed. But we're looking in the near future to get rid of one of the tanks. If not, she really wants to keep it, you're going to have to upgrade to a bigger tank. A bigger tank, maybe a tank that's about 70 gallons to 90 gallons. That way everything will balance out far as with fish, or even if she wanted to add more fish, she can. But with this system, it's not much that you can do. But what you're looking at with the Kimi Pure, that's exactly what I add, that media that I added in the back. Alright guys, we're almost at the end. Now this is a sump area of the person that I'm visiting their home, doing a drive-by, checking out their tank. And shout out to Billy Pipes for doing this thing on the stand. I mean, let me tell you something. When I heard about the details on the stand, it's amazing. And you guys probably guessed it right. T40 REEFER. His tank is amazing. He got the brief rights and 3 AI primes on there and 2 brief rights on there. And the canopy, it looks dope. Billy Pipe really did his thing. At first, I'm like, all right, he makes stands, you know, they probably look nice and whatever. But I didn't think it'll look nice like this. I mean, this is better than what the other companies make when it comes to like a stand. And me and T was having a talk about when it was making a stand of how particular he was about the stand. It was the door that was about centimeters off, and he took the doors off and made sure that he went back to the shop and got it done right and brought it back a week later. I mean, that is amazing. And the aquascape inside that tank is off the chain. I told T he like a professional aquascaper. Like the way he aquascape is off the hook. And the placement with the corals and everything, this system is just look so clean. It's a really clean system. And I already told Billy Pipes, listen, the next tank that I have, or either when I move, you are going to design the stand. And I really mean that. I don't want anybody else to do it but this guy. This stand just came out. I'm not a big fan of canopies. That's one thing. I don't. But the way that the stand is made with the canopy, it looks clean. So T did his thing on wire management. Definitely better than I would have done it. Way better than I would have done it. And, you know, zip ties everything and make sure everything is right. Overflow box is off the hook, off the chain. And the way the water is just trickling down. I mean, this system, it was really, and T really made sure he took his time. And he always told me, listen, I got to take my time with the tank. I understand. By taking your time, putting a new build together, you want to make sure everything comes out right and perfect. And he really did that. The months that it took, he really made sure that it came out perfect and had a vision of how he wanted to be designed. Now with the aquascape, I remember me and T was having another conversation, and he told me that he woke up around 2-3 o'clock in the morning and had a vision of how he wanted his aquascape, and rushed to his garage, which is a detached garage from his home, went to the garage and did the aquascape the way that he wanted. And I already told him, listen bro, the aquascape that's in my tank is the one that he designed. And if I decide to get another tank, he the one that's gonna build the aquascape for me, and Billy's gonna build the stand and do the plumbing. I mean, this tank looks great. And T really been cutting us short with the view of the tank. I mean, I seen his videos, but when I went up in person and seen this tank, I know this is something that I gotta record all around the tank. Not just a shot viewing inside of the tank, but I need everybody to see how his tank really looks. I hope you guys was able to see every single detail, every single crack and cranny of this tank. But this is amazing build. It is really amazing build. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the canopies, but everything else is me personally. I don't like canopies, but everything else is just off the chain. Like, it's really a beautiful tank, an amazing tank. And he looking to get some more fish and more corals. So we're looking to do some going out to some events next month. That way we could go to swap events. That way we could grab some frags or maybe get some fish here and there. But yeah, he definitely gonna be adding more fish as well. So I know he always gonna keep you guys updated with everything that he doing on this build. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and you guys was able to see 2 additional tanks. One of them was Elder Tiffany tank, which I maintain once a month, and you guys seen T40 REEFER tank, and the stand and plumbing built by Billy Pipes. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Enjoy the rest of the year, which is just a few days left, and enjoy your family and your loved ones. God bless you guys. It was definitely a pleasure, and I will definitely see you guys next time. Peace out.